One of my favorite shows right now is Gastronauts, where they give chefs 30 minutes to complete a challenge, and that's one that I'm going to do today. This challenge was presented by Sam Reich. Sam, what's the challenge?
In New England, there is nothing that we love more than clam chowder in a bread bowl. Something you can eat out of something else you can eat. Can you make me something new? This is blank in a blank bowl.
There we go. So we've got 30 minutes to do something blank in a blank bowl. I went to the store and just found the biggest thing that I could find, which was a butternut squash. So I'm gonna get our timer going and let's start. First thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I have everything turned on and set to the temperature so that when I do get things going, I don't have to wait at all. Like I said, I went to the store, found the biggest thing that I could find, which was a butternut squash. So we are going to put stuff in here. One of my favorite bowls is a burrito bowl. So we're gonna do something similar to that. But first we gotta get the butternut squash going. I'm just poking holes so that it can heat through a little bit quicker before I scoop out the seeds that are in it. I've actually never made a butternut squash, but it was the biggest thing that I thought that I could make into a bowl. I've got my air fryer going at 400. And I think that should, at that temperature, should give me enough time to get this fully cooked, ready to go. There we go. Okay. Normally, I would do, or not normally, but I feel like vegetable oil would be the normal thing to go on squashes and stuff. But for today, because I'm making a taco, I'm gonna do canola oil. And let's get this. Oh, I was starting the bottom. Cancel that. So we didn't get any preheat time. That should be fine. That in. 400. 27 minutes left there. Okay, so now let's start our taco meat. I've got a pound of ground turkey. Get that going. And we'll cut our green peppers while that gets started. I for sure put way too much canola oil because now it's on my cutting board, but that's fine. So the show Gastronauts is on Dropout TV and is very funny, as comedians being the ones that are presenting the challenges to the chefs, and each of the chefs are typically professional chefs, private chefs, something to be getting paid as being a chef. One of my favorite challenges, other than this one, would actually be one that is the they had to make something that when you drop it from like 6 or 7 feet, it had whatever was left on the plate would be what would be judged. So maybe I'll try that one again, or maybe I'll try that one in the future if I do another Gastronauts challenge. Alright, that's everything that I need cut. I've got my taco seasoning, onion, garlic, red pepper as well, and then I've got black beans that I'll be putting in here along with rotel. I just like diced tomatoes and stuff with going with my taco seasoning, and then I will top it with some cheese once the squash is ready to go. But I've got a couple moments here to get this out of the way. We're back. So let's start getting some seasoning and stuff going for taco meat here. Whenever I do any ground meat, I always want to make sure I get my salt in there. And today I've got garlic powder. Garlic powder always makes things smell way more intriguing to me. Red pepper flakes, onion powder, and now we'll wait for it to start to brown. And once it starts to brown, then I'll do taco seasoning. I normally do a packet of just store brand taco seasoning because I like how it tastes, but do whatever you want for taco seasoning. Look up online if there's something specific that you want to do, but this is super easy and quick, and that's what I need right now. I'll work ahead a little bit here and get my cans of black beans and rotel open. I'm also going to drain our beans here. I don't need that extra juice. Still over 20 minutes to go. I think I'm good on time. The thing that I'm most worried about is just how long the butternut squash is going to take. I don't know if that's going to be ready, mostly because I've never done one, and when I was looking up online, it said 375 for, I think 30 minutes was the time that it said for it. Cooking it at 400, hopefully that speeds it up. But we'll see here in 20-ish minutes. Probably need to get it out with 15 so that I can actually turn it into a bowl. Now we just let things cook for a while. The turkey meat is already starting to be more gray, and I want to let it go until it starts to brown. I like a little bit of the Maillard reaction going, which basically just means it's getting that pan marks on there, similar to like when you see grill marks. Well, for the next 5 minutes or so, there's not really anything that's going on. I'm gonna get a glass of water. Thinking about what I can do to prepare for everything to be done. I'll grab a plate, get that out. Chop up and stir the turkey a little bit. I prefer turkey meat just because it is a little less fatty than ground beef. But get the one that you like more. The flavor you like, whatever it is, go for that. The turkey meat is actually pretty close to being ready to get everything else added to it. I think I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer until I start seeing a little more of that browning on the side that's touching the pan. Just under 16 to go. I'm feeling good about this. Again, it's really just the butternut squash that I'm not sure if that'll be done in time. Okay, we've got some sizzling going on. Seeing a little browning. This part I don't need to rush though, so I can let it cook a little longer than if I was truly speeding through this. Okay. The sound of the meat starting to get pretty close to what I think is what I want for it to sound like. There's a little more sizzle than before. There we go, there's a lot more sizzle. Let's add our seasoning here. Does not want to add very well. Big side. I want to do enough that kind of coats the top part. Normally I'm doing the individual packets, but I couldn't find that this time, so we're doing this. And I definitely did more than one packet there, but that just means more flavor. I am going to check on our squash though, because it beeped since it was halfway through. Okay, we've got some browning going on. Let me poke it. Okay, still a ways to go. Add our rotel here. Our beans. And our green bell pepper there. I think I'm going to add more seasoning also. Grab a spoon. That will be easier to scoop with. I think I'll need a fork maybe a spoon to scoop out the squash fillings. Now we just let this simmer. I can turn the heat down, wait for the squash to be ready to go. We're just under 10 minutes. And we'll wait for 5 minutes left, I think. That'll be when I take the squash out of the air fryer and start scraping it out. I think I'm going to mix the squash with the fillings here so that we are still using the actual squash itself. Then we'll probably have some leftover meat that doesn't fit in the bowl, but that's perfectly fine too. I'll put it in a separate bowl and eat that like normal. Get our cheese ready. I really wanted to have the cheese be on top of the bowl itself with the fillings in it, and then to throw that back in the air fryer for not that long. I'm wondering if I'll have time to do that. Turn down our filling heat a little bit here. Yeah, filling's ready to go. Keep that on low. 6.5 minutes, so we're getting close over here. And I'm only going to do 1/2 of the squash right this second. And then to make sure that I get something done in the 30 minutes for the challenge. After that, I am going to do the other one, do the same. But for the sake of the challenge, I only need to have one of them finish. And on our plate here, okay, we are 5 minutes now. How am I supposed to grab this? There we go. Okay. How am I supposed to do this? Cat, not now. Okay, throw that in there. Okay. One and a half minutes. Okay. It's not as excavated as I was hoping. So that's gonna have to do. "40 seconds left." Have that. This one out. This one in. There's 20 seconds left. Grab some plate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and try it. Okay, well now we can go ahead and try it. Let me get a fork just in case. But I mean, it's kind of a taco bowl, so let's pick it up and just eat it. There's a lot more squash, obviously. It's almost giving a lasagna type flavor, which is interesting. Kind of Italian-y with the squash, I guess, and the meat, but it's not bad. What if I scoop some out? That's the way to do it. Yeah, overall, really good. Let me know what other challenges I should try.